Okay, thanks everybody for taking the time to look at my video. So today's presentation is on reality therapy, and reality therapy was developed by a guy called William Glasser, um, and it's really kind of based on the cognitive and behavioral therapy. So it is. So with that in mind, we'll just look at what we're going to cover in this presentation. So we're going to look at choice theory. Choice theory is a fundamental part of reality therapy. It's very much the basis of reality therapy. We're going to look at relationships. Glasser seen relationships as very important in relation to um, individuals and how they relate to people. And what he's looked at, or what he's kind of stated, is that normally people come to therapy when they don't have any relationships within their life, or if the relationships that they do have in their life are unsatisfactory and they're not meeting basic needs. We look at the needs. So these are the basic needs that every human being or individual needs, basically, in order to feel satisfied and happy with their life. We look at the function of the mind or the brain, let's say, in relation to reality therapy, and then we will look at this concept of the quality world. So choice theory. So as I was saying, choice theory is the basis of reality therapy. So basically, choice theory, what it covers, it says that all we do is behave, and everything we do is chosen. So basically, what it's saying is that every single behavior is chosen. So what we decide to do, we choose to do it. And behavior is broken down into what's called total behaviors. So it can be broken down into the act, the individual act that we do, the thinking part, so what we think about, or what we think about before the act or after the act, the feelings that are associated with that act, and then the physiological response to the act. So basically, in everything that we do, there's basic needs, and we're trying to meet these basic needs at all the time. And this is basically so we're responsible for meeting these basic needs, and all of our behavior is geared towards the individual trying to get their basic needs met. So the basic needs, what are they? So there's 5 basic needs. So the first need is survival. So that's basically that we have enough food to eat, we have shelter, we have clean water to drink, we live in a secure environment, and there's no risk of violence or anything happening to us. So that's a basic need, and we'll always move towards that. We'll always look to survive. It's a built-in instinct. And the thing with these basic needs as well is that they're ingrained or inbuilt, so they are. The next one is love and belonging. We're social creatures. We like to belong to a social group, be that our family, friends, maybe a loved one, and it's seen as the primary need. So it is. And the thing about this need as well, it's a difficult need to get met as well, because it involves the cooperation of others as well. Power. So in relation to reality therapy, power is a sense of, let's say, mastery of a particular subject or activity, or whatever it may be, and it gives the individual that sense of power, or that they're better at something than somebody else. Freedom, again, that's we have this inbuilt need of freedom, that we're free to do as we want to do, that we're free to live our lives how we choose to live our lives. And then finally, then the 5th basic need is fun. So we all have a basic need for fun. This can be leisure activities, or maybe sport, whatever hobbies or interests the individual has. So this is fun. So the mind, so the brain or the mind. So what the brain or the mind does is it's constantly evaluating the individual's life and where they're at. And so it acts as a monitor or filter on our progress towards meeting these basic needs. So if we are not meeting basic needs, and if these needs are unmet, if any of them are unmet, then it results in us feeling pain. So it does. And that can be, mental pain, as in, we mentally suffer. If we are meeting all of our basic needs, then, we feel good. The world is good, everything's okay, and we're feeling good. So the basis of reality therapy is that mental health problems come from unmet needs. So really where it's coming from, it's not coming from an unconscious source. It's basically coming from unsatisfactory relationships and us not being able to meet our needs or not knowing how to meet basic needs. And this is I guess is kind of pivotal as well, because it really puts the control or responsibility into the client's hands, that they have responsibility for deciding deciding what their needs are, how they're going to meet their needs. And really the therapist's role is to really kind of help the client to understand what their needs are, and then come up with strategies in order to be able to meet these needs. So in reality therapy as well, there is this concept of the quality world. It's quite a nice concept. It's basically, what is your ideal world? So it's our view of the perfect world, and then how we can achieve this perfect world. So it's everything that we want in our life, and then it's how we perceive, or how the client perceives, the best way at moving towards meeting those needs. So it's very specific for each individual. The therapists need to understand the client's quality world. So this is very important. This will be, they need to understand, what does the client want, how are they meeting their basic needs, and the strategies that they're developing, are they effective in moving the client towards meeting those individual needs, which are all formed within the person's quality world. People are the most important part of a person's quality world. So this goes without saying that the people that the client wants in their world are very, very important. So it's extremely important that the client understands this, and that they understand how they're trying to get this person into their quality world. So in order for the therapeutic relationship to be successful, the client has to see the therapist as somebody that they want in their quality world. So this is kind of part of the therapist's goal, is to understand the client's quality world, and then understand how they fit into that client's quality world. And that involves skills, so it does, on the behalf of the therapist. So that's really it. It's just a quick kind of summary. It's my first video, so please let me know what you think. If you like, please hit the like button as well. So just on summary, so what we've covered, so we've looked at choice theory. It's the foundation of reality therapy. We've looked at relationships, and how relationships are very important in relation to reality therapy. And clients come to therapy because of unsatisfactory relationships, and that can be unsatisfactory relationships with authority. It can be unsatisfactory relationships in a school setting, unsatisfactory relationships with peer groups, with friends, with loved ones, with family members. But basically it's most needs of the 5 basic needs, we need people in order to satisfy these needs. And if relationships aren't working and they're not helping the individual to meet the needs that they have, then that's where a breakdown happens, and needs are not met, and the individual experiences pain, and then which can be, I guess, classified under the umbrella of mental health. So we've looked at the needs, the 5 basic needs. So we have survival, love and belonging, power, freedom, and fun. And then we've looked at the concept of the quality world. So this is really the ideal world that the individual, and it's very specific for every individual. So it is. So that's it really. So let me know what you think, and if you like, please hit the like button, and please feel free to comment and let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully fairly soon upload part 2 of this video. Thank you.